Hello guys, I hope you all are doing well. The job is done. The job is done. Chelsea took an early trip to Turf Moor in a lunchtime kickoff to defeat Scott Parker Burnley by 2 goals to nothing. Two beautiful goals scored, a clean sheet, 3 points, and Chelsea moved up to second in the Premier League standing, pending Manchester City game against Newcastle United. To close the gap on top of the table to Arsenal to just 3 points. It was a beautiful game played at Turf Moor. Chelsea began the game very slowly, allowing Burnley in the early minutes of the game to actually want to take control of proceedings in the game. But Chelsea, one thing I noticed in that early beginning, even though we started very slowly, Chelsea were very focused. The concentration level of the team was quite high. Every player was just at their feet doing what they needed to do. Chelsea came into that game with a very high confidence that the sole aim of the game, or why we came into the game, was just to get all 3 points. And tonight, the job was done. Chelsea defeated Burnley at Turf Moor by 2 goals to nothing. Turf Moor has been a familiar place where Chelsea often go and pick all 3 points. The last time Chelsea lost at Turf Moor to Burnley was way back in 1983 thereabout, and for consecutive 20 games against Burnley, Chelsea have scored in all 20 games. It just goes to show class that Chelsea and Burnley, they are world apart, and Chelsea actually did what they know how to do best. Going to Turf Moor on Saturday lunchtime kickoff, when the team sheet was actually released by Enzo Maresca, in a way I was surprised, and in a way I wasn't, because going into this game, Enzo Maresca already have one eye already in the UEFA Champions League game midweek against FC Barcelona. So the selection he actually put up in goal was Robert Sanchez. The full back was Rhys James at the right back and Marc Cucurella at the left back. The centre back pairing was Trevor Chalobah and Tosin at Darabioyo. The midfield pivot was Enzo Fernández and Andre Santos. And the 3 attacking midfielders. The left wing was Jimmy Gittens. The central attacking midfield role was Joao Pedro. The right wing was Pedro Neto. And up front was Delap. And the players got the job done. It was a well-executed game plan by Enzo Maresca's team. They started very slowly, but gradually building up tempo in the game. Burnley were a little bit proven to be tough in the early minutes of the game. But Chelsea kept their focus, maintained full concentration, maintained very high concentration in that particular game. No mistakes. Excellent. Within the space of 12 minutes, Chelsea have had 3 shots blocked. One blocked by Andre Santos, another one was blocked by Trevor Chalobah, and another one was blocked by Tosin Adarabioyo. I must commend Tosin Adarabioyo tonight. He had an excellent game. If Tosin could be putting up this kind of performance week in, week out, then we have no cause for alarm. We have nothing to worry about. The performance of Tosin against Burnley tonight was top-notch. And also, I must actually give a credit also to Andre Santos, who actually played the defensive role of Moses Caicedo. And I must say, Andre Santos did excellently well. That position Andre Santos actually played today, he actually held on to that particular position and did an excellent job. So, in the 37 minutes of that particular game in the first half, Tosin Adarabioyo sent a beautiful long ball, and it was well and beautiful collected by Marc Cucurella, who brought it down beautifully, laid it to Jimmy Gittens. Jimmy Gittens with a beautiful cross, and Pedro Neto at the other end with a well-timed diving header slot that into the net to give Chelsea the lead 1-0. At the 37th minute, Pedro Neto put Chelsea in front from a beautiful cross. With a beautiful diving header from that beautiful cross by Jimmy Gittens. And that was how Chelsea took the lead. Went into the break 1-0. Coming back into the break, Enzo Maresca made a quick substitution. The team captain, talking about Rhys James, didn't return for the second half of that particular encounter, as Rhys James make way for Bernard Badiachile, who actually returned from injury just yesterday. And Chelsea setup in the back line actually changed with the coming up of Badiachile, with Trevor Chalobah coming down to play as the right back, and Tosin maintained the right centre back, and Bernard Badiachile was at the left centre back. And the game, Chelsea continued to maintain that very high tempo in the game in the second half of that particular encounter, with every player keeping focused and trying to see how we'll get that killer goal that can actually end the game for Burnley. Because being 1-0 down is not a guarantee that you have actually won that particular game. But being 1-0 down is just an assurance that you've taken the lead and you are just on your way of securing all 3 points. So Chelsea continued to build on that particular game. In the 67th minute, Liam Delap was taken out and Malo Gusto was introduced into the game. And this time around, Malo Gusto was actually playing deep inside the midfield alongside Andre Santos, with Enzo Fernández this time pushing high up into the game in order to add more creativity to the attacking line of Chelsea. And that was just exactly what played out. And in the 88th minute, Chelsea's second goal was built from the rear. Robert Sanchez with the ball make a pass to Tosin Adarabioyo, who laid it to his man in the right flank, talking about Pedro Neto. And Pedro Neto lay a beautiful throw pass to McGew. McGew actually muscle pass is the Burnley defender to lay that pass for Enzo Fernández. And Enzo Fernández calmly slots that ball into the net. Chelsea went up 2-0 at the 88th minute, and that was just the winning goal that actually gave Chelsea all 3 points. The performance tonight by Chelsea team collectively, I must say, was excellent. Robert Sanchez, not much actually come towards Chelsea goal line in order to trouble Robert Sanchez. But the goalkeeper was just fully ready with high concentration, keeping tab and watching everything going on the field of play. The centre-back pairing of Tosin Adarabioyo and Trevor Chalobah in the first half before the introduction of Badiachile in the second half, it was worth commendable. Rock solid, I must say, at the back. Made a couple of blocks in the first half of that particular game to prevent Burnley from actually penetrating. Chelsea was just outstanding against Burnley all through the entire game. And also, one man that need commendation us as well, none other than Andre Santos. Talking about Andre Santos in this particular game, it just goes to show how improved Andre Santos is as a player. We brought him last season, went on loan to Strasbourg, had a wonderful season with Strasbourg, and came back this season to be part of Chelsea first team squad. And so far in the Chelsea colour, Andre Santos actually improved by game. And it was good to see the young lad winning tackles and also gaining possession of the ball in order to assist Enzo Fernández in that midfield. Doing excellent job. Tonight, Andre Santos was excellent. Good to see Andre Santos in that defensive role in absence of Moses Caicedo. It just goes to show that Enzo Maresca tactical plan actually worked out. Because personally, when I saw that selection, the pairing of Enzo Fernández and Andre Santos, I felt like, could this be the midfield pairing that Enzo Maresca want to use in order to cost us all 3 points again? But then, it was a wonderful performance by Andre Santos. And also, Enzo Fernández, Pedro Neto, top-notch, Jimmy Gittens, all of these players actually came into the game, gave in their best to ensure that Chelsea actually got all 3 points going into this particular encounter. So, quick one, I must also say, Joao Pedro, though had a decent performance, missed a couple of chances that would have buried the game long before the second goal was scored in the 88th minute. Chelsea actually lost a couple of chances in that particular encounter. But the beautiful thing about the whole game was just Chelsea went there for. Our main purpose was just to get to Turf Moor, get all 3 points, and get the winning and secure all 3 points. And it was a well done job by the players. So Chelsea went to Turf Moor and got the job done. At Turf Moor, it ended Burnley 0, Chelsea 2. Clean sheet, 3 points, up to second place in the Premier League standing. pending the game of Manchester City away to Newcastle United. So we'll see how that play out. And Chelsea have actually closed the gap to the table leader, talking about Arsenal, by 3 points. Chelsea currently sits second with 23 points, having scored 23 goals with goal difference of +12. Beautiful to see that Chelsea, 3 straight games now, Chelsea have scored 6 goals without conceding any. It was just superb to see that gradually the defense line, the defense pairing is beginning to take shape. And this is just what we have always been longing for to see. I must say, the confidence Enzo Maresca is actually putting in the players was just top notch. The pairing of Trevor Chalobah and Tosin today was excellent, and it actually paid off. It was good to see the players perform in such manner. And I must say, it was a very wonderful game. Chelsea went to Turf Moor and defeated Burnley again, and it was actually good to see. So, a couple of talking points in that particular game, most especially in the first half, when Chelsea were to start a dead ball from goal kick. And Robert Sanchez, in my opinion, Robert Sanchez actually resumed play. He started play with Trevor Chalobah, and Trevor Chalobah held the ball with his hand to actually start the play. And that actually called for a concern. And the referee actually gave the go-ahead because, one of Burnley player was already inside the Chelsea 18 box, and the player supposed to be outside. Probably that was why the referee actually felt that it was a dead ball that was about to start. But it looks like Robert Sanchez as I resumed play with the pass he actually laid to Trevor Chalobah. But the referee and the VAR crew actually waved that, and the game went on. So, at Turf Moor, it ended Burnley 0, Chelsea 2, and Chelsea secured all 3 points. Goals scored by Pedro Neto in the 37th minute in the first half, and the second goal was scored by Enzo Fernández in the 88th minute in the second half. So Chelsea scored both in the first half and in the second half in order to secure all 3 points for the Blues and take to London. Chelsea went to Turf Moor, secured all 3 points, and take them to London awaiting our next match in the UEFA Champions League against FC Barcelona. So, who was your star performer in tonight's encounter? Drop your thoughts down below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and bye.